So good evening everyone. So let's discuss today about record producer. So record producer again we discussed. It's a form for end users to submit their issues or their requirements or their requests, correct? So this is one of the record producer which we are creating for incident to submit by end users. Okay. So the record producer always it should be so simple when we talk. Let's go to so record producer type of it's a type of form in ServiceNow. Let's users creates a records based on the record producer. Okay, it should be user friendly always interface, and it should be shortcut to gather the information from the user to create actual record behind the scene. Behind the scene means it's a fulfiller, correct? Fulfillers to understand what is the issue. Fulfillers, where do they understand this? They will go through and understand. So end user is not giving all these values. If you see, correct? He is not giving what is the caller name, what is the ticket number, is it a self-service, is it state is what, is it impact, urgency, nothing he is giving. He is giving only short description, category, correct? He's writing only two things. And category, short description, he's writing only that in a end user page. If you go to here, he is selecting impact, how the your system is impacting, issue type, and short description. Three fields only is inserting or input is giving. So automatically we are getting a multiple information here to understand, correct? Now we all know that to solve this issue, I need to check first what is the user, who's the user. He belongs to finance department, and his phone number is this, his email ID is this. So if you need more information, you can always, we all know that, correct? So we can always keep on hold. Whenever we are keeping on hold, so we will ask waiting for user, then we will write here additional comments, so that he will be getting a additional comments as a email to the user that saying that this is the information needed by technical team to understand your issue and fix it. So this is what normally the procedure or process will be followed by service desk or any technical team, right? So once you receive, he submitted a category as a database, maybe user. So as a technician, you can classify that maybe it's a hardware. After hardware, you can select this is a CPU related or mouse related one, correct? So you can select, and you can also assign it to service desk, or maybe if it is a hardware team, correct? So automatically this rules also can be configured. We all know that, correct? So that is where you should be doing it as a administration work mainly. Now coming back our record producer, these are the questions which we are asking. Now how do we are going to map? See, so we are going to map here by writing. It's see where caller is here, correct? This is the caller information. Whoever is logged in into the system, that guy is a caller for us. So producer dot caller id get user and means we are getting the information from the producer who logged in, okay, and inserting that guy as a caller. Okay, suppose now I impersonate Beth, correct? So let me refresh now and try to submit ticket. It automatically understand that Beth is a logged in user. So hardware, select, submit a ticket, correct? So now it's a 21, ticket number 21. Let's go to we will end a personate. Then we will test what is the ticket. So 21, this is the one, correct? So we selected hardware. Hardware has come and caller is Beth. Beth has come. So that way, what we have written is whoever is logged in user, take their name as a caller. We have written, and contact type always we are logging from the uh, self-service portal. So hence I made it this one fixed value that contact type should be self-service always. Okay. So then the next one is caller dot current caller dot id equal to caller. Caller is again this one only we have written. So how the first one is this line help you to understand who logged in into the system. Okay. Then the next line will help you to make your fixed value as a contact type as a self-service. The next line will populate the information whoever is logged in that person as a caller in the here. Correct. So we are trying to hard code these values by having dynamically whoever is logged in and whoever is submitting a ticket, that person name into incident that is a caller for us. So now next is I am writing a code saying this is all we know that it's a JavaScript, correct? So I would be teaching this JavaScript little bit on the maybe when we are starting on the service catalog item. Okay. So now we are in incident. So let's understand what is this, why we have written this one. So I have written only simple script producer. Producer is record producer, correct? Dot impact. So whatever dot impact is here, so whatever impact I'm selecting here, producer, that value you please insert where current dot impact and producer dot impact. Okay. I need to put whatever I'm selecting here, put it in the back end of ticket here. Okay. Here I'm mentioning. So whatever I'm selecting here, you insert the same value into incident. I'm sorry. The other thing is urgency. Anyway, urgency field I didn't populate it, but we can go ahead and populate. If producer dot urgency, whatever value I'm selecting, populate the same value current urgency. So producer current is nothing but, yeah, Anjaya, you have some doubt?
Yeah, actually, no, we if we when we are defining the if condition, we use a comparison parameter over here. Like if producer dot agency is equal something, then do this like the. But there is no condition in the if statement.
What condition you are saying?
Normally, if loop, if we start with a condition that if producer dot impact is equal to xyz, then do this
See,
in JavaScript.
I have written a dynamic. Okay. So if you are mentioning producer dot impact is P1, insert it to P1, it's not a dynamic, right? This is a dynamic. Okay. A dynamic, whatever you are selecting on the end user form, you are trying to make the same thing. If condition in other tools, it is a different, but in the record producer, it is a different. So in the record producer, again, I will show you something, maybe not now. I will not share that the other things. We can discuss that one. This is dynamic, which I have written a dynamic thing. So the other things I will show you. If condition, where do it will work? If the category is this, you populate this subcategory. If business service is this, populate this subcategory or category. Okay, we will see that examples also. At present, I have written a dynamics, okay, dynamic script which will help whatever you are selecting here. Okay, producer dot impact. So automatically you populate the same value to here. I am not rating that in case of impact is high, you show this one, correct? I am not writing that. So I am just populating the values. Okay, I'm not checking if loop or something. Okay,
Okay,
so
Amit.
that is where this is written. This is to dynamic way to populate some values, whatever you are selecting, that same information I am passing into background of your ticket. And the background is nothing but fulfiller portal. Okay, we will discuss the scripts in detail in some time, or maybe while we are doing in the request management. because in the request management, most of the times we used to write this one. Okay, but we write very simple scripts and we'll try to understand how do we can do it. Okay, so these two lines will help you to populate whatever impact you are selecting an end user, whatever urgency you are selecting in the end user. So same value I will pass it to my backend. So based on the impact and urgency, automatically my priority will be populated in the backend. You don't need to write something here that if I select this, you do this. If I select this, you do this priority. Okay. So based on impact and urgency, automatically your priority will be defined. Okay. So that you no need to do anytime because that is written here in the backend of dictionary. Okay. So we will see that how it is going to work. Now coming back, see, I have written this field name, so the backend field name comments. You have to always see this backend values. How do you can see backend values? Again, there is a SN util extension you have to install in your laptop. SN utils. Otherwise, there is a other way. Always you can go ahead and check here also. Here, if you see the field name, the question and field name, correct? This is the field name and question. So I have SN util, okay, software. So I'm able to, once I double click on the form level, I would be able to see backend value and question both. Now, after selecting here the category, I can see this category is this one. Why it is showing two times? Because we clicked the SNUtil, that is why it is showing two times. Database, backend value and label, both it is showing. Okay. So now comments, please describe your issue. I mentioned comments in the, this is a, what I can say, database name or column name. Okay, I can say a column name. In the record producer, I have written comments. Please describe. This is the field name I have written, correct? Now, what I am trying to do, where producer comments, okay, producer dot comments, insert into replace in case of I don't want this, I don't want this, okay. This one you don't need to write it, but still if you want to write why we are writing, this one to control, replace this values, okay, replace this values again. I will comment it at present. I don't want to do this and explain. We will discuss this one later. The normally this special character we should not be using it. Now whatever comments, this is the comments field, correct, and the record producer we are putting directly into where short description I'm populating. Okay, whatever comments in the record producer, I am populating short description. Okay, I am taking only 80 characters. I should not be having more than 80 characters in short description. So that is where I am mentioning here 80 characters or 80 alphabetical letters. So then the same
Sorry
value,
to interrupt, Anna. In that form, right click will not work to check the field value. That form
which form?
in the record producer form, right
Here.
click and here right click will not work.
It will work, but see here in the widget, correct? This is right click will work in this way. Okay.
But we cannot see the field name with the right click. I can.
No.
Okay.
So if you
Like
want to
the
give a
incident
try,
form.
here it will show. If you want to give a try here, if you want, you can configure variable, then you can go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
In the end user service portal or ESP portal, it will not work. Okay.
Okay.
So now we are back to here again. So what I'm trying to do, I will not be allowing more than 80 characters in the short description I'm mentioned. And whatever short description itself, I'm populating as a description because I don't need to ask much questions to the end user. So hence I'm populating whatever short description is the my description also. If you see, this is my description, short description and my description also. Okay. If you want more information, you can enable both of the fields, short description and description. But if you see it live environment, most of the people will ask only short description or description of the issue. So automatically they will try to populate, or they will, what they will do is they will allow you to write here much information, but first 80 characters they will insert into the short description, then left the information all it will be populated in short description. That's how the record producer will be built. Okay, for your record producer. More than this, there will not be many questions will be asked for a end user to fill or do it. Okay, because it should be simple form, correct? But there are some other organizations, they might ask some questions. Yes, we need to understand few more details from the user. Yes, we saw that, correct? Whenever we are selecting uh, Oracle or some value we defined, correct? That is catalog UI policy. We can write it. Catalog UI policy is, again, we will go there. First, let's finish this one. So this till here you have to understand what is this, why we are populating. It is just whatever record producer level information we are getting, we are trying to insert into different columns in incident. One thing, again, you no need to write this one sometime, because you need, whatever you are selecting here, we are already mapping this one. If you see here, category I didn't written here anywhere. If you see here, category I didn't written, correct? Category is straight away field to field mapping, but impact, it will be keep on changing, correct? So either I will select P1, P2 or P3, whatever, different. Urgency also I will be keep on changing. Okay. So I would not be mapping directly. Even if I map also, I have to write whatever it is user is selected, the same value has to be populated. That is where this code has to be read. So record producer, again, it's a field to field map, but some fields like urgency and impact, we need to do this one. Again, this caller also we have to do it, because it will not be dynamically coming, right? So we have to do whoever is logged in user, their name has to be come automatically, correct? So that is where we are trying to do. If it is a category, if you see here the variable name lookup select box, we are selecting the value, right? So what we are trying to do, we are mapping directly category. What is the question we are asking? Issue type, and background name of that, this one, correct? So there is a, again, if you want user to know something, that whenever they are selecting a category, we have to give them, correct? We have to give them what is category, the meaning of the category, correct? So we need to write it, help text category, please specify category of your issue. So I'm just trying to give help text. If you see now, see here question mark has come, correct? So once you click this question mark, please specify category of your issue. So now you have one more option, always expand. Always expand means always it will be showed without clicking the question mark. See, always it will be showed. If you disable this one, so it will be showed some question mark. If somebody want to know what is this, they can just click this question mark and see this. Okay. So something like that, there is a show more. It's kind of a help text which we are trying to write it. If you want to put some HTML information, you can go ahead and write here. If you want only text, you can go ahead and write here. Okay. So that's how you can go ahead and specify help text. Okay. Always expand. I have explained what is this always expand. Okay. Now, type of specification, when you select a lookup box, where do you have your values are coming? Like my values, the categories are coming from sys choice. We all know, correct? Again, there is some error or something it is showing. Important note, choices will be limited only these many records. User reference qualifier to ensure result set less than limit better user experience. If you are giving a more values, okay, more than 10,000, so it will be taking a time to system to retrieve that many records and show you, correct? So that is where they are showing it should be always 10,000 records. Okay. So now what is the column we have to take from the sys choice table, correct? We all know that sys choice table, choice, correct? So let's go to sys choice table. Now what is that we have mentioned? Incident table, correct? So from whatever we are trying to do, incident table and category we are trying to show. So this is the only values we are showing here, where here, correct? So now what is the value I have to show? What is the value? This value, correct? This as a label as a value I have to show. If you see here, lookup field, where do I have to look up? Label, correct? And here also label field is label, the field name is label only I have to show. This both values I am trying to see. Value and label is important for me. I don't need this all information. Only I want this information to showcase in my record producer. So one is that lookup value field where I'm looking up label field, this one, and lookup label fields, label only I am checking. You can also mention value also here. You can mention value also. So something like that you can mention. We all learned this is nowhere required. You don't need to worry. Look up price field, look up recurring price field. You don't need to worry about this. Okay. Then the other one is include none. We all know that include none, if I'm not selecting the include none value here, it will be by default some value will be there, any one of them, whatever order we have given, like 100 150 200 we have given, 100 value will show automatically, correct? So that is where none should be always selected. Now let's select this one. It is not coming, so let's restore to label only. Okay. Label only it is coming, values are not coming. Okay, so now label we have given what value it has to display, and include none we have given to have choice to select. Unique value, only one value to show. Unique value only you can show. Unique value is nothing but if you have multiple times the database, okay, I want only one database to show, that is time you will select only unique, right? Now I have given a reference qualifier. Reference qualifier again, what is this reference qualifier? Reference qualifier, whenever you are selecting, suppose this one, you will see here reference qualifier, you will see here reference qualifier. Let's go to here, correct? What values only I have to show? Reference qualifier is nothing but what is the value? So there will be a table which you are referencing. I want to show here, okay, type is null, not null, type is null, type is ITL users only. I have to show where in the assigned to field, correct? So I would not be giving assigned to field anyone and everyone, whoever is having ITL, they only should be able to see, their names only should be able to see here, correct? Suppose this is assignment group, in this assignment group, whoever is a members, that people only has to be seen here, and only ITIL users to be seen here. All others should not be seen. The 61, whoever is mentioned here, these all are having ITIL license, hence it is showing. The value we have given, if you go to here, configure dictionary, you have given role is ITL, where in the user table, okay, use simple reference qualifier, then you are giving role equal to ITL, only show there, okay. The same way I am trying to do here, what I have done is here, this is a script, small script I have written, a JavaScript, and element starts with category, okay, name starts with incident. Where is that? See here, correct? This is my incident table, element states with category, only show that. That how did I done? Copy query I have done and put it here, okay. You see here, the same thing I have copied here, element starts with category, okay, name also starts with incident. This both combination I wanted to show values only, no other values. If I remove this one, suppose, let's remove and save it, what will happen? So now if I go ahead and refresh this one, see, there are a lot of things are coming out. Whatever it is there in the choice list, all values are displaying. So I am just limiting what is my search to be only incident and category. Element is category and incident table, in the incident table. So only show that values. I don't want all the values. I want only this values. Okay. So that is where I always use this copy query and try to put, but this before this JavaScript, you need to have it. And this comma, this united commas, okay, quotes, correct? These are the quotes. In between this quote, you have to copy that value. Okay. So now in case of if you want to mention the same thing for subcategory, yes, the same thing. Instead of category here, subcategory, you need to do it. Suppose you want to have uh, urgency, we will do urgency now. Let's go for a urgency to add it, correct? So we have impact here. Now we will add the urgency also same way. So urgency is nothing but, again, your question is here how your system is impacting and backend is impact, correct? And here impact is there where it is in the incident table, include none is there, correct? The same way, where is it? This is all again from the choice table, correct? Choice table, it is coming. Now I want to have a urgency also. I'm selecting urgency. I'm giving describe describe your urgency, correct? We will put your urgency. We'll mention. So and also we'll mention. Please write how urgent this issue to be addressed. I'm writing. Show always, always expand. I'm writing. So I have to mention urgency here. Correct. So now I will do insert and stay. So I will give order is 200, 130. I will do. Let's see. Issue type is, so always you should go here and check what is your order, correct? So orders are here. How system is impacting. This is I'm giving 80 urgent impact. This one I will give 90. Then 100 issue tab subtype we will see that later. So something like that. You would be selecting this. You would be selecting medium, medium. Issue type is this. Control V. Okay, I'm just trying to. Okay, see medium, it is automatically populated. 2 plus 2, 4, 4 minus 1, 3, correct? So database is populated, my short description is populated, description is populated, my color is populated, correct? The same way the channel is populated, ticket number automatically it has come. So here the comments also it is already here, correct? In case of if you want more information, this one, these are all the informations that presently it is showing. You can go ahead and add configure fields and add whatever you want, active duration, okay, like assignment group information you want to see, business duration you want to see, caller information you want to see, closed by, all those things in the notes you can go ahead and add it to right side so that it will display here. But presently the group name, all those things is not coming here. So in case of you want to see group name, it is here. Additional assign to is there, but assignment group is not there. So you want to add here assignment group name, save, correct? So now suppose I'm adding to service desk, application support. It will show you here assignment group name. Earlier it was not, it will not show because we didn't add it here into this. So now coming back again, our main concept, we will work here only. So this is the way to define reference qualifier one. So the next one is how do we add the columns, variables. This is the way to add and define the order is this way. And we need to select based on what type of field we are trying to use, that type of field here. Okay. So this is one thing. Now let's go back to some theory. Okay. So I wanted to give you simple understanding on what is this record producer again, why we use it again. So record producer versus catalog item. See, catalog item we all discussed, like whenever you go to Amazon, Flipkart, all those things, correct? You would be having a multiple items, correct? Multiple items, multiple questions you would be asking, right? So whenever you are asking multiple questions, you would be using as a catalog item. If you are asking very simple questions and trying to insert directly into table, you would be asking a record producer, you would be using record producer. So if you see here, record producer is used for specific table. If you have a table backend, you are trying to insert directly field to field mapping, trying to insert some data into the table, you would be using a record producer. Okay. Now catalog items, what you will be having a multiple questions. Suppose when you ask, suppose MS Office to be installed in my system, then the next question, what is the version you want, 2012, 2018, or 2020, or Pro, or some questions to be asked, correct? So those type of questions you can go ahead and ask in catalog items. As of now, you just learn what is the differences. Then we will discuss this one catalog item. Then we will also discuss once again what is the differences between these two. Okay. So I wanted to give you this part only. To do that, I am giving a differences. Okay. So the next one is target table, directly linked table like incident or change. Only incident and change we would be using a record producer. We would not be using for a catalog items record producer most of the time. Okay. And use cases like reporting issue, like which we just saw, submitting a tickets. Suppose, sir, can I use the same record producer? I will create one custom table. I want to insert some data there. You will ask, suppose we created a last time application table, correct? Table. We created a application table. This one, correct? We created this one. Now in this, there are some columns we use for import set, right? There are some, I click show list. So application name, application owner, application usage I created, correct? I want user to ask these questions and submit these questions, automatically come and record here, correct? So that also we can create. So now for tomorrow, for all of you, the exercise I am going to give you, you create one table. First of all, we will create tomorrow one um, record producer, how we can insert those information when user is trying to submit in the back front end of service portal, how that information is going to come and sit in your custom table, correct? So we are going to do that tomorrow. Okay, so record producer, we will learn different cases. Okay, so now this is directly linking to table like incident or change or custom table also. It is not only incident or change, so custom table also you can go ahead and are submitting some information. Suppose you created a one table, correct? You would not be able to give access to everyone here. Go ahead and add it. To do that, you need a ITL license, correct? For users, they will come here and submit it. Automatically, that record will come and sit here. That doesn't require any license. So during those times, we would be using a record producer where end users will, if new applications come to the organization, they will create a record producer ticket and automatically that record will come and sit here. Okay, that's how it is going to work for us, record producer. Okay, so now let's talk about form, correct? Custom form layout with the scripting options, all those things. Scripting is nothing but catalog, client scripts, all those things is there. We will discuss that. Then submission results. Once the record is created, what will happen, that one we can show here. What we are showing, that record is created, this is the record, correct? So this is the one thing which we can go ahead and do it. Visibility appears service catalog under categories. So service catalog, nothing but we saw that when you go to the home, correct? So these are the different categories. One is request something, knowledge, get help. This under this we have different record producer. These are the record producers which we can see. Under these are the categories. Can we help is a category. Under this there are multiple record producers which we have it. So now we will see how this is going to define one by one. But before going to that, let's complete this one. I will, okay, visibility, then scripting flexibility, more flexibility, custom records creation logic. Okay, like scripting and all, we will see tomorrow. Then I don't need to give this one. You can just go ahead and read it. So we discussed about UI policies earlier, correct? So what is UI policy will do? UI policies will be used dynamically change the behavior of the field standard forms like incident change problem in the main platform, not in an end user page, correct? But however, your catalog UI policies. So where is that catalog UI policies? This is the catalog UI policy, correct? Where we are going to write it. This will be used. I think last session I have written and showed you that what is the catalog UI policy, how it works, correct? So where the catalog UI policies work, catalog UI policies very similar as a UI policies, but this will be worked on the service catalog items and record producers, not on the form level. This UI policy works on the form level of backend. Backend is nothing but ITL view, right? This one catalog UI policy works for end users or service portal. Which one? To manage catalog item and record producer. First of all, okay. Use cases again, show and hide the catalog items fields. Okay. So which we saw that during the report create incident, correct? So we did that create incident. Suppose when I select software, automatically impact and urgency is showing. So how that is coming? So let's go to here, n item. Again, maintain item is a direct one, but I'm just using my shortcut n item. So what did I wrote this UI policy, catalog UI policy, not UI policy, catalog UI policy. I have written whenever my category is software hardware, what I need to show, urgency and impact, I need to show as a mandatory. When you are applying, mandatory visible also to be true, and read only, you should not keep false or true, it should be leave alone, urgency and impact, correct? So this is what I have mentioned. It should be like this. One is mandatory true, if you mention visible true should be there. Here you should not mention true or false, it should be leave alone. So these things you don't need to touch at present. We will discuss what is this value, action, field, message when we are doing a catalog items. Okay. So the UI policies will be written like this to use, hide and show values when based on the difference. So what is the key difference? UI policies, standard forms. Standard form is nothing but incident form. Catalog UI policies, it's a service catalog items and variables. Okay. So what is the variables also we will discuss now. This works on the field on the forms. This one variables on the catalog items it works. Okay. Catalog UI policy. And this required scripting. Yes, these both are required scripting knowledge. Okay, a little bit of it. Then scope. This is on the platform where this is only used for service catalog area. And this affects on the form field. This affects on the catalog variables. Correct. So I have given a complete notes. Please go through that. So client script and catalog client script, again, it's the same. Client script is used in the form of incident or change or problem or service request, but catalog client script is used again in the catalogs only or record producer. Again, I have written this one, same thing. This is on load, on submit, on cell edit. But here on load, on change is there. On submit, no on submit will be there on the catalog client script. Okay. Only on load or on change will be there. And this works on the form and regular form levels. This works on the catalog item variables. Okay. This works on the service catalog item forms. This works on the standard forms. Okay. This is to form level validation, field manipulation, field to manipulate the value. This is variables. Okay. And this script will be used gform API. This is also used gform, but catalog variables it will be used. Okay. So what is a variable again? See, so variables is a single input field or a question in the service catalog item or record producer. See, now I have a lot of questions, correct? In the incident, it is only fixed. Either what is your impact, what is your urgency, what is your short description, what is your issue description, all those things. It's a fixed values. But catalog item, when you come to catalog item, based on your sub catalog item is name is maybe laptop. I need a laptop. So when I need a laptop, what questions I might ask? Please confirm, is it Lenovo or IBM or HP? What is the RAM to be? What is the processor to be? What is the core to be? Correct? What is your hard disk to be? SSD or normal? All the multiple questions you would be asking, correct? These all questions or all columns will not be able to accommodate in the table. So hence we are using a variable. Variable is nothing but it's a simple question which you are going to ask for a user, but this all information will not be stored in any table. It will be stored in one of the temporary variable table. Okay, so variables we can define n number of 1000, 2000 also. But if you go to the incident, only columns will be there. What columns? If you see, go to dictionary, correct? So how many columns are there? Some 80, 46 columns only there. But when I start writing, when I want in the request form multiple fields, I would not be able to create, because I need a software. What software I need it? What is the version I need it? Okay, whether it's a licensed or unlicensed. Those many questions I have to ask, right? Those all fields I cannot go ahead and create in the request field, request table or request thing, correct? So hence I would be using it variables. Okay, so variables, you can name it as your wish, you can create as your wish how many you want. Okay, but fields or columns you cannot go ahead and create it. So that is where in the request module we are going to use variables. Okay, a single input field or question, service catalog item or record producer form. So question may come, what is variable, what is a variable set? We will discuss what is variable and variable set. Okay, but the variable, what is variable, is a single field, input field or question in a service catalog item or record producer, you can say. Okay, now coming back, think if would form field collect the data from the user when they are ordering to catalog item. Okay, this is the variable. So now type of variables, we know that again, correct? So different single line text, multiple line text, checkbox, reference, select box, date and time, currency, HTML, many more is there, correct? So purpose, collect the specific information from the user, this, okay? Variables, map question as you ask catalog items, okay? Data to be entered by user, capture the variable record and pass to workflow or requested item, okay? We will discuss what is this requested item, all those things, you don't get confused. So the whatever variable information you are getting from the user, you are just passing to the form. Okay, that's what you understood. Now each individual catalog item will have a different questions, different set of questions, not the same questions, correct? You would be asking multiple questions if it is a catalog item. On the record producer, only you would ask specific questions and just put those information into it. So now what is a variable set? You have a multiple questions which you want to set, put it in the one variable set. You have multiple questions or multiple information which you want to get from the different users. Suppose take example, you want to ask user from, for all the catalog items, you want to ask which department you are belongs to, okay, and which location you are belongs to, correct? These are the mandatory or required information. Suppose you want to ask that information, those we will convert as a variable set that can be reusable for a multiple times. You would be creating one variable set, that same thing you would be applying here, correct? Variable set. If you go, this is the variables, this is the variable set. So variable sets, already there will be a default variable sets. If you see here, you can just take them and apply for all the catalog items. Okay, standard employee questions, suppose. Okay, you would be asking standard employee questions. What I'm going to try it. If I ask, see, when do you need this one? This is who is this requested for? Whom this is requesting? This is, you are just added these two questions by default questions for everything, every catalog item you want to apply this ones, correct? These are the standard questions. What they have given is they have converted as a variable sets. So you can add as many as questions. Okay, if you open this one, it's again variables only. They have added multiple variables into one variable set. Suppose requested for, whom you are requesting, and needed by when. And you want to add one more thing. Question may be department, correct? So automatically department is populated, and you want to ask not single line text. Maybe you can ask, maybe whatever you can do is single line text only. Let's do it single line text for time being. So I am writing this one. So try it now. The department has come. Now I will write IT department. So now the same, this one, this variable set, right? I can use for not only record producer, this one incident, report an incident. I can use for multiple times wherever I need it. So that purpose, we will see these all are the catalog items. It has been used. One is create incident, web conferencing, group modification, renewal certification. These all catalog items are used by this variable set. Okay, something like that we can go ahead and apply it. As of now, you limit your knowledge only what is variable set, what is a variable. Variable is a single field, single input field. Variable set is multiple questions or multiple variables are inserted into variable set, where your variable set can be used for multiple catalog items or record producer. That's what you need to understand. Okay, these are the two things which you need to understand. I have already given this difference between variables and variable set. It's a single input, it's a collection of group of variables. Collect one piece of data, reuse group of multiple variables. Okay, specific field catalog item. Okay, this will be used for one catalog item. This will be used for common across the many items. Okay, so maintain editable. Individually it can be maintained editable. This has to be, if you edit once, it will be editable for all the catalog items. Okay, so that is how the variable set is different. Okay, again, catalog UI policy, I have given notes like what is this catalog UI policy. See, catalog UI policy rules dynamically control behavior of the variables in service catalog item and record producer. Work similar regular UI policies but applies in the catalog variables. Okay, this works on the catalog variable. Why do you do? What they can do is make variable mandatory read only hidden based on the condition, automatically trigger when the form loads, when the variable value changes, correct? So variable value changes means nothing but we check that, correct? So whenever I am checking category software, I am getting this values, correct? So that's how it is going to work, this one. Now, what is this catalog UI action? Buttons or links, service catalog item, record producer form, use, click, perform the custom action similar to regular UI action, but specifically designed for catalog item. See, let's go to our record producer. If you go to the record producer, there is. So this is our record producer. So whenever you are creating here, catalog UI policies, so this I will explain later maybe for you guys. I don't want to make confuse this catalog UI actions. That's we will discuss this part later. Okay. So now coming back again here. So we'll discuss what is this related links, correct? Related links, what it contains, who should be accessible. Suppose you can apply where we saw that just now category, correct? This category. I don't want to show this one under can we help. I want to show this one. So some other application where under service offering. So where is that service offering? So these are the catalog items. Home, correct? Under home, these all are the first request something. Under request something, if you go, these all are the my categories. At presently, these are our popular item because we opened multiple times. That is where it has become a popular items. Okay. So now I don't want this to under can we help? Which one, whatever we have created, correct? Report an issue. I want to add into some other field where maybe under office, maybe hardware, what you can go ahead and do it. So you can go ahead and here select which category you want to add, under which category. Can we help? What is the category? Where is our categories? So we will see under software, we will add it, right? Let's see. We have software, under software. Now my report on issue will go to under software. Where is report on issue? Report on issue. Show more items. Create incident is here. Which one I added? I think create incident I moved there. Okay, this one is moved here. Okay, so I'm bringing back. How can we help you? Correct. Can we help? Correct. Can. What was that category? And request. Can we help you? This is a OOP ones. We should not be changing. Whatever we created, we can go ahead and change it. Okay. So that's how we are going to change the category. Okay. So now this is a catalog item. This catalog item is nothing but we saw this. This is a catalog item, correct? Service catalog item. Under service catalog item, we are adding here. Can we cancel this tick mark? And this is a USS page, USS end user page. View means nothing but okay. This is again copy. If you want to copy this catalog item and create some new, suppose I want to click copy, so it will create a new same way, same one, correct? But variables will not be there, but only this complete form, and this one will be created a duplicate copy form. Try it means before releasing to customer, you want to give a try here only, you can go ahead and try. In case you updated some information, you have to click on update, you can go ahead and update here. You want to delete this one, you can go ahead and delete. Active we know all, correct? So you can do active, inactive, this one. If you inactivate, automatically it will not be showed in anywhere, correct? Variables we discussed. Variables is nothing but a single field. You are asking questions, and variable set, it's a multiple fields where variable sets can be used for multiple catalogs, correct? UI policies, again, it's to show and hide based on the selection of question. You can go ahead and write it with the multiple scenarios. And catalog client script, again, it's kind of the same what we learned in the client script in the incident form. Here you would be asking when you are submitting, suppose when you want to submit the ticket, you would be asking, is this information is correct or something like that. You would be doing it. Tomorrow we will do this one. Okay, catalog client script is a concept. And we will have available, suppose you want to show only service desk team, this catalog or this one, right? Suppose at present everyone can see, correct? Here, so let's see now. If I go to here, everyone can see report an issue or create incident, correct? Now I want to apply only for service desk to see, suppose, correct? If I go here, I will select here. I have to create a visibility criteria. This is all visibility criteria, correct? So there are same way I can go ahead and create one more visibility criteria. What is that? Visibility criteria means you don't need to show all the, somebody asked this catalog item should not be shown for a someone finance department or procurement department. It has to show only IT department. Now I will go ahead and create one. This one is a IT department. Visible criteria name is, and IT users only I will mention. then the group or department. These many cases you can go ahead and apply. Like my different companies are there. Which company people only should to be seen this catalog item? Which location? Suppose you have some India location, that location only department, okay? Or users, suppose you can limit it to the only few people. You can limit it to the few groups. You can limit it to the few roles. Like we saw that roles is ITL, roles is again approver underscore user, role is like again incident underscore user. There are multiple ways, correct? If you want to write some script, you can go ahead and write only the people who has to see. I will show some examples now how we are going to do that one, okay? So I will create a simple one now. The simple one is nothing but IT department users only. I will select department is IT. Okay, now who can see this catalog item? Only IT department people can see. Others cannot see. If you impersonate and see, this catalog item will not be seen except IT users. This one, because I am administrator, I am able to see everything. Now let's see whether this lady Beth is IT user or not. We can see users. Let's see this guy only. He belongs to product department, correct? So now we will see whether he is able to see or not. Tutor will impersonate him. Not authorized, it is showing error. So create incident, I think it is not showing now. If you see here, see create incident is not showing here because we applied restriction only to see IT users. Now let's see. I will end impersonate. What I will do is I will put IT department for him only. So departments are not there. What? So I mentioned where is our record producer incident, right? We just changed create incident. Yeah, IT department only. We have mentioned whoever is part of IT department, we will see IT department who is a part of it. So these many people are part of IT department. Suppose let's take one of the guy here. Person. See, you can see create incident is here for this guy. For others, when we see the other guy, who's our other guy is end user and impersonate and impersonate other user like able tutor, we are not able to see that create an incident. If you see here, he is not able to see. He is not able to see create incident. So that is how you are going to apply for a availability not available. So it's the same way you can go ahead and apply available not available also. I will show some examples. Okay, this is available, this is not available. Okay, So now category we discussed, correct? The same here also category is there, here also category is there. Catalog item is service catalog item, all of them. We mentioned service catalog item. So these all others, you don't need to worry about this one because even I have not gone through it related to catalog item, catalog lookups rules, related articles. You don't need to worry about it. So we'll discuss catalog client script tomorrow. This is about all this form, okay? What we discussed. Now coming back, I will stop recording it now and I will show some examples how in the real